Hello everyone, I am Matteo, and apparently I've become an indie game developer. I'm doing an horror game right now and it is my first project. I have dropped my safe job to give it all my energy. I want to do something special, a quality horror, and now I will tell you about it and this weird journey. Sick and tired of my home goods store job, I decided 2 years ago to learn game development.
Hi.
So, at first, I started developing some games that were like, Mario Galaxy. Yeah, make it an FPS, first person shooter, with different small planets with their own gravities, and you can jump from one to the other. Yeah, technically, it was like a test, and it worked. I can jump to the thing, the physics was perfect. I was studying physics then, so I like to use physics for everything. Stupid idea. Of course, I cannot scale that project, that small test I was doing. It would remain a development hell. So yeah, change idea. Let's think about something different. Something I can do by myself. Simpler, but good quality. In which I can put myself more of my skills. Well, I thought a horror game. So I start thinking about ideas that I never saw anywhere else. I scrolled through itch.io, Steam, I know the classical kind of horror game you could find around. And most of them I want to avoid. So I was starting thinking about stories, because a horror game has to be a little bit of a story, something that draws you in. So I start doing a couple of projects, drop them, of course, because they were too big. It's so easy to scale a project that you want to be small. It like levitates, like it becomes bigger by itself. So I had to avoid that, and I start again from the beginning. Let's do a horror game in which you are confined in a small space. So I thought, small space, but scary? But something I know, it would be better to use something that I'm familiar with, that maybe I felt some fear about. What's better than my grandma house? I remember when I was a child being there, like only walking on the corridor. It was weird. Every dark room, it can hide something. That feeling, all those old objects, those weird old things that makes no sense that your grandma would preserve for no apparent reason. Of course, all really ugly. That vibe, I want to make it a video game. I want you to feel the same things, because probably you felt something like that. So I start making this game and it's been well received. I thought my first game, I have to throw it in the trash can, of course. That's what happened to first games. Do the first one is like, or maybe no one care about it. You throw it away and you think about the next project. But this, apparently, people like it. They played, a lot of streamers around. They even tried going to expositions about video games in Milan. I'm from Italy anyway. So, first of all, I start developing it and I made a demo that you can find on Steam, of course. You can download it now from the link in the description. And after this, I cannot throw it away like that. I have to do something better. I cannot ruin this. And I thought, I have to do this for real. So I start thinking about characteristics this game should have. Something different from the other games. Why people should buy this and not another one? First thing first, the most common thing about horror game right now, the jump scare. It's nice to have a jump scare here and there, maybe well placed, but you know how it goes. You have free jump scare, every corner, every window is a jump scare, every door, every crack, everything, every sound is a jump scare. It is like a kick in the balls if you have balls. So I thought, let's remove all of that. I don't want to scare you with images on your face, this is too cheap. So I have to scare you with the vibe, the narrative, and everything else. So, what do I need for that? I thought a really well-rounded narrative, a conclusive narrative, something that works, that is interesting, and is intimate. I put a little of myself in that, I think it was the smarter thing to do. Do something that you know, do something that you feel. Another thing that I appreciate a lot, and I hope you do, is no UI in horror games. Really, do I need bars that are outside the world? If I have to be scared, I have to believe about that world, I have to be inside. If you put UI stuff and numbers and bars and your brains on the corner and I don't know, it draws me outside. I'm out. I'm totally out. Hints in where you have to go, a arrow there and something meter. No, I don't want to do that. I like games in which you have to understand what's happening from the world. You have the assets, you have the walls, the places, the sounds. You have to understand things from them. The world is your UI. Another thing, a unique atmosphere and vibe. I mean, most of the games are like asset flips with American assets, so you can only really recreate American places. You know, the convenience shop, I don't know, an American house with those American furniture, and it's totally fine, but I mean, I saw tons of them, and I live in Italy. I mean, you know Italy, the places with that sunny place in which everyone is happy, everyone is joyful, and everything is so shiny and beautiful. Oh, come on, it's not really like that, stop. I mean, yes, of course, it's beautiful and whatever, but there are a lot of scary and like creepy things in Italy about our culture, about our tradition. You have vibes and places in which you can find a lot of horror. And I want to put that in my game. A little bit of nationalistic pride. Another thing, the bad guy. I mean, what do you have? If I ever take a classical one, you have a monster, like an ugly something human shaped or maybe some creature shaped things that is really scary and it moves really fast. Okay. You have ghosts, those are scary, yes. You have vampires? Not really scary. Are you scared of vampires in 2024? No, you're not. What else? Zombie is really scary, yes, of course, but it's more, I don't know, it's more kind of action game kind of shit right now. Mummies? Really? I have to find something different. I have the monster already here. I lived with that monster for years. We have saints. Even better, the Virgin Mary itself. I mean, I don't know, you can tell me if I'm mistaken here, but I never saw Virgin Mary used like a kind of monster. And I mean, Italy means Catholic like traditions, Catholic culture. So we used to see a lot of Marys, a lot of Virgin Madonnas, not the singer. And I found like the Mary's statues scary. I like that vibe of feeling so small, so powerless. And I thought, okay, I can use that. Let's try it. Will I be banned from the Holy Church of Rome? Let's find out, shall we? Oh, another important thing, the graphics. He has to be good. I mean, I'm not really good with PS1 kind of game, retro style games, something like that. I'm not good. Like, I work better with realistic graphics, and let's go with it. I have a background in Blender. I've done some materials and stuff. I mean, for fun in high school, but I mean, I lost some time with that stuff, and I can use that. And another important thing, sound design. I mean, a lot of time is like the last thought you have is sound design. I think for a horror game, sound is crazy important. I'm not talking about the piano singing, the violin, or the scream in your ear, or the knock, I mean, even those stuff, but all the small things, the refrigerator buzzing, footsteps, up floor, all the small things, the crack of the door, the echoes and reverbs in different places of the apartment, that draws you inside. That makes you smell the place, like you can feel that if you do that well. I am not a genius with sound, but I don't think you need to be a genius with that. You only need to imagine yourself there. What would you hear? And most important, music? No music? I thought no music. One, I'm not a composer. I don't know how to sound things, and I like silent kind of vibes. I liked the idea of using music only when it's needed in this kind of scenarios, at least this kind of games. So I thought an almost silent game with only ambient noises, footsteps, the noises, the voices of the people outside the window, the car passing by. So the dream here is to make a game that has personality and is unique. I want it to have a piece of me. I want to make you feel like you have already been there, in that apartment, in that condominium. Hey, you can try it now and tell me. I mean, you have the link in the description, it brings you on Steam, you have the demo. If you want, you can even wishlist. I would like from you to tell me if you like it, if you dislike it, what do you think about it? Am I getting it right or wrong? What is that you like? What is that you will make it better? I will answer everyone, even you. Are you a developer? Please, I want to know your opinion here. Are you trying to follow the dream too? I want to know your story. Write it down in the comments. Every critique will be appreciated. good or bad. So, if you wanna see more of this content, you drop a like. This is what YouTuber says, right? Am I doing the right things here? I may do other videos like this in the future. And if you are a developer, please tell me about your journey. I wanna know what you're doing and how are you doing it. I mean, this is such a weird job in which you are by yourself and you are responsible about everything you are doing. It's really a big bet. Hey, in life you have to bet on something sometimes. You have to believe in something and put yourself into it. Put everything you have. That's what I'm trying to do. I hope. Oh my god. It's a bit scary, but I will push through it. Oh, I'll leave you my Instagram on the comment. You can follow me there. So you will have all the small updates, and I have a Discord server. There you will have some more insider kind of content and succulent updates. So from now on, I will work every day. I want to make it true. I want this game to be true. I mean, this has become my life goal right now. And I mean, all of your wish lists are really important for me because they push me, they give me the motivation to go forward. So, see you next time.